Hello there, welcome, or welcome back. I'm Richard Warner, and this is Erica Arvold.
Hi.
And Erica, what if an actor said, should I bring my sides into the audition room, or should I be completely off book? What would you say to them?
I would say it's different than it was 2 years ago. I think the self-taping industry has actually changed that quite a bit because you, or at least I, see actors on most times a head and shoulder close-up, and there's no room to see sides. In the old days, 2 years ago and 30 years ago, it was great for actors to bring sides in their hand in the live audition because it gave a subliminal message to say, this is changeable. It's still a work in progress, give me direction. So that is, even though maybe the actor themselves is completely off book, knows them backwards and forwards because they're totally prepared, but just the fact that they're holding them in their hand gives everyone else the permission to change things up and keep playing. However, now that it is April 2017, and at least in the Mid-Atlantic, we are relying 95% of the time on self-tapes. What happens, and I just saw this the other day, if someone's not on a close-up and they do say knee to here and their side sitting in their lap, it's odd. It looks odd. It's not close enough. And even if they are looking down at their paper just a little bit, it doesn't work. The other thing is a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people choose to either use a teleprompter or put their sides up, and they can refer to them once in a while. That doesn't bother me, but when it's a teleprompter and I can see their eyes moving and reading, the reason I suspect it actually isn't their eye movement, it's because they're phoning it in, and I don't feel like they were really prepared. But then I usually zoom in and I look in their eyes, sure enough, and they're reading, and that is an automatic, no, are you going to do that on set? Can I trust that you can memorize? That becomes that.
Absolutely right. So what I've seen over the last couple of years is that increasingly, because of self-taping, what you have to do in the audition room itself has to match what we can do in audition, vice versa.
Yes.
And so so many actors now are fully prepared to a point of complete memorization because they know it's going to do their best take. You've got to bring that into the audition room as well. I would recommend they still bring that in, but really be prepared to a point of total memorization. But this still is an indication. I'm offering you this as this is my offer to you about, here's some ideas I have. This is I can do further. You can change me.
I mean, you can just walk in with it in your hand, put it on the chair, and do it. That's the best scenario for a callback that's in person or whatnot. I would say, for self-tapes, whatever your preparation style is, but the more off book you can be, the better. We can't require it because of union guidelines.
Right.
So, and I love your point, and I know it's a little bit of a digression, but your point of when you're hired off tape, which happens a lot in the television industry because it's so quick, you are expected to do that on set, and there's not a callback. There's not a live callback. So you have to go from this to this. So if you are using a teleprompter, there's no trust. I don't have the trust that you can seamlessly go to on-set memorization.
So my final tip, when you think about this, we're talking about the preparation that's necessary to be competitive, is that, okay, you can complain about how quickly you have to turn around. But if you want to be competitive, then what you have to do is you have to keep a rigor on your skills of memorization.
Yes.
So my tip to you is memorize something every single day. I know actors that have memorized all of Hamlet just simply to keep that wonderful muscle moving forward, because we're going to have to memorize quickly. And if you're on the set, and I've been on a few of them where I've been handed a side just before the camera rolls, or had something that had to change just before the camera rolls, if you can develop that skill, you're going to be hired a lot. Very much so.
Perfect.
So
Good question.